Hey guys, welcome to another Homelab series video today. In today's video, we will be showing you how to get Gitlab notifications into your Mattermost server with self-assigned certs using StepCA as your certificate authority. It's a lot more work than I was expecting with the self-signed certs, but if you don't have to deal with self-signed certs, you can still follow this video and just ignore all the self-signed cert related things here. So this video is also sponsored by me, myself, and I, so if you enjoy my videos and want to sponsor me or send me some free swag or hardware, my email is in the description below. So let's get started, guys. Okay, so we won't go through like how to set up a StepCA server. In this video, you should go reference my StepCA, my CA server video for that. But we will essentially go through and install the clients on both our Gitlab and our Mattermost server. Now, the thing with this is there's a few things that we will need to do in regards to that, in addition to what we have to do. So we'll just go with the first steps first, and let's just log into our servers. I'm gonna type the password in right. And we will set up our StepCA thing. So I think I already did it on this one. Yeah, so this one already has the step client, and this already installed. But in the case that it didn't install correctly, we can run this command, and I need to, yeah. So it's already installed, not gonna sweat it. Essentially, there's a bootstrap that essentially goes to our CA server with the fingerprint and install, so we are already done it on our Gitlab server. But the one thing to note with Gitlab is if you have to deal with integrations in Gitlab, it doesn't actually use the system cert, ironically. So that's going to be a problem because it won't know that it's using what we just installed. So we actually need to go to up Gitlab embedded SSL and certs. So you can see that there's a CA cert here. This CA cert comes with Gitlab, and this is what Gitlab uses actually when it tries to go reach out to something. So what we're going to actually do is move the CA cert, and we'll just put it in root right now, as opposed to just deleting it. You can just delete it, but we're just going to move it in case we have a need to deal with that. And then what we're going to do is actually do a symlink so that the extracted OpenSSL CA bundle cert, which would include our root CA certificate, we'll symlink that to this. So essentially now if we do this, you can see that it is actually symlinked to our CA bundle cert. So Gitlab will actually be using our CA cert now. With that, we will just restart Gitlab so that it can pick that up. While that is going on, what we'll also do is actually log into our Mattermost server. I need to do full qualified domain name. And we will do the same thing to actually install install, there we go. We'll install the StepCA client. Now this isn't as necessary, I don't think, because we are actually doing this in a Docker container in the backend. But never hurts, right? So we will do this. Get the StepCA, we'll install it. Install the RPM, and then do the bootstrap. Okay, so with that, the thing that we actually need to do is actually get the root CA from our CA server. So we will make the directory root certs. I didn't type it in right. Root certs. Change to root certs here. scpca.dragon.local, and if you are using StepCA and you mount the home directory, it will actually be in home step and then root CA. Oh, I should log in. Oh my god. Oof. Root local. It actually is. I think it's in like certs something. Home step certs. There we go. Home step certs. And that's root CA. So home step certs root CA dot cert, and we'll grab it here. And then we'll want to rename this file. So we'll actually rename it. So we just do a move, which will rename it. So root CA set, and we'll name it PKI chain.pem, and that's totally fine. There's no problem with that. The last thing we'll have to do is actually update the permissions to 644 so that the Mattermost Docker container can actually read this when we mount this file. So now that we have that, we will need to go to Docker and edit the env file. In here, there is a Gitlab PKI setting here, in which we'll uncomment that, and then the path here will be root certs, and then that's why we have the PKI underscore chain.pem. That's why we renamed it. Save that, and in addition to that, we will actually need to edit the Docker compose file and uncomment the volume section for that, because that is just a comment. So we'll uncomment that. So essentially, it will map our cert and root certs to Etsy SSL certs, where the Mattermost server, once it gets spun up, it will actually read and use this cert. And we do it read only because we're only doing one file, and it only needs to be read only. So then we'll save that, and then we can restart the Docker compose. So we'll stop the container with our Nginx stuff. So give it a few seconds to stop here. Okay, so that should be good now on Gitlab side, and then we will bring it back up. So from there, that should hopefully solve all your local CA stuff, and you should not get any local issue or warnings between your Gitlab integration for notifications and your Mattermost linking. But if you do, there's probably some other place that you might need to do. But this is what I've got so far. So we'll see as we run through this. So we will not log into GitLab yet. Oh, hey, look, I'm monitoring. GitLab service went down, guys. That's weird. CTL status. Oh. Looks like the Postgres server isn't working on the Omnibus, so let me give it a restart one more time. That's most likely, hopefully, just a weird interaction, because it did come back up here, but it looks like it just didn't restart correctly. So let's just give it another restart. Hopefully it should come back up here. But while we wait for that, we can actually go in here and set up integrations. But we need to actually go to Marketplace first. So we will download the Gitlab plugin. So we'll hit install here, and then it will be installed. Then you hit configure. And in here, we'll enable the plugin. We will have to use our GitLab server, so gitlab.dragon.local. This OAuth is actually set up on the GitLab side, so that's why I was hoping to get to GitLab first. And hopefully, nope, still down. How's the restart looking? Oh god, my server's gonna die, guys. See, you know, this is honestly how tech works all the time. You just kind of go question it. Oh, okay. And then your status normally up, but it is down. Why? What? Oh god. Well, we're gonna go on an adventure now. for log Gitlab Postgres Postgres with QL current cannot load root certificate. Okay, give me a second. Let's take a look at this here real quick. Okay, so this actually does have things loaded, which is what I'm expecting. So the problem here okay, so it can read that. No start line. So if I edit the file and remove the words trusted. Hang on a second. This is actually kind of funny. Okay. As applied to traditional systems. If I edit a file and remove the word trusted from the certificate starts. Oh, okay. Well, you know, there's always like a ton of random things. Oh. Okay, 1 second. So I actually need to edit this file. Oh. So based off of this little kind of like Stack Overflow GitLab page, if I were to edit like that, okay, you know what? Honestly, we're just gonna pretend everything's fine. It's all fine. It somehow magically works that way. Okay, so GitLab CTL status. Welcome to tech, guys. This is exactly 100% how tech works. It's called Googling and hoping you find the solution on your first link click. Done. Easy. Okay, so now that we got that down the belt, what we'll need to do is actually go to Preferences, Application for your user, and now we will name this Mattermost. And we will set up the redirect URI. Actually, let's look at Mattermost GitLab plugin integration real quick. GitHub. And there's an integration guide. So we'll go there, we'll register. This is our URL. So let's add this here. And then replace this with my Mattermost.dragon.local. And then, based off of reading this, API and read user. So API and read user. And we will save that application. So now you have your application ID and your secret ID. This goes here, application OAuth, client ID, and then you copy your secret ID. So from there, let's continue reading. So we did that. So we'll generate new value for webhook secret and encryption thingy. So regenerate. We got some values in there. Cool. Won't worry about that. That's optional. Also won't worry. Okay, so now we can hit save. Boom, saved. So now we should be able to type in /GitLab connect. So what we'll do here is we'll go back to here. We'll create a channel. We'll actually create a channel because I think this makes more sense. GitLab notifications. Obviously, you can create multiple channels to do different notifications, but GitLab and connect. Boop. Now we can click this link, connect, hit authorized, and now it is authorized. Yeah. Here we go. So now you have officially authorized. You should actually be able to see on your own account your open merge request, so you can see that this popped up over here where it actually hooks up to the GitLab. So you can see your unread messages, assignments, merge requests, open merge requests. So you can actually see when you log in to see what you have for GitLab, which is kind of cool. But what we want to do is actually do subscriptions for projects and groups. So essentially, if a project or a group in GitLab has notifications, we want those to be sent to a specific channel. So in this case, we will specifically set this up for our DNS one because we actually run this a decent amount. So there is a Mattermost /command, so we can do /commands too in here. So we will get this active. I think we just save those changes and that should be fine. And then we will also add the Mattermost notification. Not Teams. Dang it. I clicked the wrong one, guys. This one, Mattermost notifications. So this will essentially say, hey, where does this send to? So we will do GitLab notifications. Is that what I named it? GitLab notifications, yeah. Obviously, you can specify per project where these go, so you can have different channels for different things. In this case, I feel like they could have done like an global all as opposed to like just one, but it's okay. We'll do all branches. We'll set that as active and webhook. Oh, so we need to set up the webhook actually also. So for the webhook, this is the same thing that we did before where for our Kuma instance, so we can add an incoming webhook. We'll call it GitLab. And this will send to your GitLab channel. So it will use this webhook here. So that webhook we can test. Webhook is blocked because of local requests. Okay, so if you get that error only occurs because I'm doing everything locally in my Homelab, as opposed to like if this was a GitLab instance public and I have my Mattermost server public too, that would be a different situation also. But because we're doing it all together, what we'll need to do is actually go to real quick here, admin area. We will go to settings and we need to go to network, and then in here, somewhere in here, there is a outbound request right here. And then we want to check this one. Allow requests to local network from webhooks and integration. So we'll hit save on that. Hopefully I can just hit retest here. Oh no, I need to actually refresh this page. Okay, GitLab notifications. And obviously you don't have to do every single one of these. I'm just doing them just so I can show you, but you can specify specifically when you want to do something. And then we'll do all branches and tests. Get back here, integrations, copy this, close that, test. So now it says connection successful down here, and we will save changes. So the other thing here that you can also do is use the command. So you can see how we have GitLab subscriptions add group and GitLab web hook add group. So we can subscribe projects and whatnot. So we will do this. So the easiest way to actually do this is it's a group and then owner. I need to double check here real quick. We'll go to DNS project. Yeah, so I think it's this owner DNS. So essentially it's whatever this is right here. Add group. Oh, okay, so it's actually this, and then the group / project. This, and then add root would be the group, even though it's just a single user, but you would, it's a group. It's how GitLab would define it. So you would add root DNS like this. Request this resource is private. Oh, so apparently it doesn't work with private repos. So we'll make this like internal or public. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. Oh, it's actually internal. Interesting. Could make it public. I don't know if that makes a difference here. Or whether or not I just have access to it. Let's try it one more time. So add. You might have to play around with the permissions a little bit. I haven't fully gotten what all the permissions is just yet on how to do some of this. Oh, there we go. So now the webhook's created. You can do this to add the webhook stuff, and you can get all the things essentially that we just did with the webhook in the GUI. So now you essentially set up GitLab notifications, and we will show you actually. I'll actually show you here that it actually works. So like one of the notifications was if you created an issue. So if an issue gets updated or created, it should now notify. And you can see GitLab now notifies that there was an issue created. I think there was also one for pipelines. So what we can actually do here is actually go to code. Wow, that was kind of laggy. Code repository, and we can make a test entry here real quick. So like how we would normally do it, but we can do test. Oh, actually we can just update test entry and name it test entry 1. That's probably the easiest. And then update the serial number. Update the test entry. Commit. And I'm assuming we should get a notification for this project pipeline, but I could be wrong. It's not perfect, guys. Let's actually look back at the notification here real quick. So trigger an event for pushes to a repository. Okay, so I did push, but it didn't alert on that. It alerted on the issue. What other? Create an update. I didn't do anything with merge requests. Tags. We could create a tag. Trigger an event when a pipeline status change. No, I mean, my pipeline status is green, supposedly. Yeah, so that's green. Did I get a notification for that? Okay, I didn't get a notification for that, so that is something probably to play around with. But I think for the most part, you kind of get, there's things that you can do at least for your own personal sake of when you log into your Mattermost server, you can still get GitLab updates for like what MRs you need to look at, what you need to approve, what your assignments are right over here. And you know, those are kind of like your default notifications. But then you can also just play around with the integration and see how you can do webhooks and notifications in regards to other things in this section here, whether it's a deployment, incident, or vulnerability. The issues look like they work. I'm not entirely sure for the rest. I haven't tested it out, but test it out. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, so there you go, guys. That is how you set up the integration, or at least partial integration, it should work, for GitLab notifications to your Mattermost server. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye.